Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Love T. You can call me Tiana too. Today is going to be a 19th month update, okay? And every time I come with an update, it's just something new to share about Sister Locs, and I'm really enjoying and actually seeing the beauty within this journey. So if you want to just hear me ramble and talk about my journey and show you a little bit of my hair, my grid, I just got to retie, so I'll show you guys a little bit of that and just talk about the journey in general. So stay tuned. So I feel like every time I come on here, there's something new that I have to tell you guys about my lock journey. And as you guys know, a couple videos ago, I had lost a lock, and it really forced me to reflect upon why I lost the lock. And the reason was because I felt like in styles such as braid outs mainly, and twist outs, and just styles that look presentable, curly, you know, I was trying to get that perfect look. And the thing about natural hair is that it would never be perfect, and that is the beauty of it. That is what we need to embrace. And I don't fault people who think that a slicked weave is gonna make them feel beautiful, because for so long we've been thinking that, you know, it's been indoctrinated in us. It's been ingrained in our brain that our hair, which is totally different from any other race, is actually bad. And that is so sad to hear, because it's so beautiful. And through this journey, I have been realizing that. I have been really appreciating what my hair can do alone by itself, while not combing it, while not braiding it, while just letting it be. And it's transforming into such a beautiful, beautiful creation, which is me, you know? So the journey almost makes me a little bit emotional, and I wasn't feeling like this at first. When I first got my sister locks, I was just in it for the freedom, not having to do one's hair. I knew there was a spiritual aspect to it, but I didn't quite get there yet. And now, since I'm at my 19th week, it has been life-changing. I mean, and I can tell as the journey goes on, it'll be more spiritual. Having these locks and seeing them grow and maturing while you as a person are still growing and maturing is a beautiful thing to see. See, it's not about the end goal, it's the journey. It's what you felt on the way, the trials and tribulations that you had to face in order to become a better human being. These are the things that matter, not the end goal. How did you transform into a beautiful person that you are? It was based off your past experience. It was based off your trauma. It was based off of everything. And with locks, you really get to see that. It's amazing. People who embark this journey understand, and I encourage every Black person who wants to grow out their hair and is having trouble, maybe because of any reason. It could be not understanding natural hair. It could be just not wanting to deal with the natural hair. Trust me, I get it. Especially the longer it gets. So, you know, I encourage everyone who is of African descent, Black descent, I'll just say Black descent, who wants to grow out their hair and wants to really see the capability that we can do with our hair, because there's misconceptions out there that we can't grow hair, which is totally a myth, totally false. Since we have such different hair, we have different ways of caring for it, and it's unlike other ethnicities and races. It's unlike any other, and that's the beauty of it too. So once you feel like you're unique in your own way, even a woman or a man who has brother locks, a woman who has sister locks stands next to me, we are unique own way, you know, because his or her lock journey is different from mine, and the things that he or she had to go through in that journey are different from mine. It's an individual spiritual journey that you have to go through within yourself. So this is what I've been going through, and honestly, like, I haven't been braiding my hair. Like, I did the braid and banding, because if you don't know, if you're a newbie, and honestly, until you're well into, like, you're a veteran, you need to braid and band, especially if you're a newbie. If you're a newbie, you need a braid and band, period, until your locks settle in. And mine is 19 weeks old, and I do not feel comfortable just going under the shower while washing my hair and, you know, just letting all the water, even though that will feel so good. And honestly, that's the only con with sister locks. But just for me, at least, just letting your hair, letting the water just drench. Don't do that when you're a newbie. When you're a newbie, you need to braid and band. So that means braiding your hair in maybe 6-7 braids loosely, okay? Loosely, and then washing your hair 2 to 3 times, because since it's in a braid, it's hard to reach all of the lock, and you want to make sure you're going down with the shampoo after you done did your roots. So you do your roots, you really get the shampoo in there, do it again, let that shampoo run the second time down the shaft, and then the third time I like to shampoo again. And I use the Dr. Bronner's rose oil, and I dilute it with some water, and it cleans my hair amazing. I'm surprised. And honestly, like, if you don't use products, if you don't use mousse, you shouldn't be using any heavy creams or anything on your sister locks. They're supposed to be light, luscious, and free. That's the whole point, you know? So being on this journey has really allowed me to reflect on myself and my past and ancestral traumas, all of that. It's amazing. It's beautiful. So that's my 19-week journey. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of my grid. I put my hair in this cute style because literally I don't do any styles. Oh gosh, and I am in love with this. I don't have a cartilage piercing, but I'm thinking about getting it just because this is so cute. Oh my goodness, look at this. It's just like one of them clip-on earrings. You just clip this part, and then if you of course you have to have a hole in your ear, and you just put that in there and attach it. Oh my goodness, so beautiful. Anyway, I've been loving the journey. It has tremendously raised my confidence in such a deeper level, a level of knowing oneself and knowing who one is at the core, and accepting it. That's all confidence is. It's knowing who oneself is and walking unapologetically in that path, however that looks for you. So anyways, I'm gonna show you guys the grid. You can see a little bit of it. This time, my mom, she did a little portion of it this time, but last time she actually did the whole thing. But this time I did it And I don't know, when you do your own retightenings, you're a little bit cautious of putting that tool through that last time. So I feel like the retightenings that I do are a little less harsh than the retightenings that someone else may do on your hair. So just keep that in mind. But as long as they're being gentle with it, then you have nothing to worry about. Just keep that in mind. When you do your own, it's almost like waxing yourself. You don't really, it's easier if someone else does it, because you want to get the results, but you also don't want to hurt yourself. And it's hard to get the results while you're doing it yourself. So sometimes it's easier to do it for someone else. And not to say that retightenings hurt, but it's just more sensitive when you yourself do it. And if you have a sensitive scalp, just beware of retightενings and who does it, and just be mindful of how it's done. Is it done gracefully, or is it done rushed, you know? So that's that. Like, again, let me get off topic. I'm gonna show you guys a grid, because literally it's gonna vanish next week. And I kind of like the retightening. I like the retighten look. I don't know, but also I do like my hair when it's just grown, the roots have grown out, and it's free. So I'm gonna show you guys this. Like, my goodness, I decided to retie my hair in a side part. Let me try to find the side part. Is this the side part? Yeah, I think this is it. But yeah, I wanted to do something different, because I always do a middle part, you know, but I wanted to do a side part. And just the thought of having like so many locks is amazing. It can be dreadful when you think about the time needed to actually retighten and maintain. But if you could find somebody who could do it within 3.5 to 4 hours every 6 to 8 weeks, depending on your hair growth. Oh, look, this thing don't fail. Depending on your hair growth, should be fine. Let me move the camera close for you guys. So yeah, guys, that is my 19th week update. Honestly, I can't believe it's been that long, but thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna be coming here with some more styles. I don't want to do too much. Like I said, I destroyed my locks before by doing too much, especially around the high traffic areas such as the edges. And in that high ponytail, as you can see, I left the more fragile locks out so that it won't be tight and pull back, because that is exactly why I lost my locks. So when I was a loose natural hair, I didn't care too much about it because it wasn't a drastic it wasn't a drastic difference looking at it day to day, but when you do have locks and you lose one, you realize all of the steps that were taken prior in order to actually lose that present lock. And it wasn't just a one-time pull, it was moments of stress prolonged. And that is why you lost the lock. So I'm trying to mitigate things. I'm trying to mitigate stress on my locks as much as possible, especially during, or especially around the high traffic areas, right? So, and I don't do tight pullback ponytails, even though I do like it and people compliment me about how they can see my face more. If I were to do something like that, it would be very loose, like this. Or if I were to do a ponytail, it would be very loose, and I would use one scrunchie, just a whole one. You know what I mean? No tight styles. And if you were to do like a tight style, a twist out for like a wedding or an elegant event, or just because, don't do it too often. So I really encourage everybody to go on this journey, because it's a wonderful journey. And the last thing out of all of our problems to worry about should be our hair. And sometimes it becomes the forefront of our problems. And I don't want that for Black women, women of color, because this out of all the issues that we have, we should not be worried about what we're gonna do, right? That should not be a stressor out of the 99 issues and problems that we may have, you know? This allows you to be exactly who you want to be. If you want to dance and you're afraid of your weave falling off, you're not free. If you want to jump into the ocean or in a pool and drench your hair, but you're worried about how your braids or your possibly wig may slip off, you're not free. You're not free. And that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted to be able to do things, be myself, be who I am, without worrying about some minuscule issue. Not to say that hair isn't a huge factor in this community, in this Black community, because I understand it is, but it shouldn't be at the forefront. Like I said, it should be a style which is very liberal, very relaxed, very free. Okay, so I just want to relay that message to you all. Thank you so much for watching. If you did, stay tuned. I saw them apples in the comment last week. Okay, if you stay tuned this time, what's the emoji that I want to do? If you stay tuned this time, put a rose emoji in the comment below. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.